Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 31st of December, I think, and I thought I should make another video purely because it's so evident that the people in this country here in England have gone downhill mentally, and I think the only reason that's happened is because people like me have sat here quietly and watched how you all have been manipulated and played into being putty in the hands of those that want to do with you what they will. But you know, this is for those of you who it's not too late for. There's more about this Andrew Tate character and the thing is, I mean, I don't know how he's perceived in the rest of the world. Well, I do know how he's perceived in the rest of the world because I've seen people putting up videos about how they disagree with this person, blah 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 blah, X, Y and Z. The question you need to ask yourselves, each and every one of you who are all, you know, like, people are always ready to comment and talk about this character who's in the news, this character who's on the TV, this character's on the internet, right? Everybody's always ready to make comments, and there's always endless comments and all this stuff said about these people, right? That you become a household name because they've been promoted here, left, right and centre. How much do you know about these individuals? Any of you, how much do you know? How much do you know about anything? This is where it starts to get a little bit it's where we start to get onto shaky ground, ladies and gentlemen. You see, the problem is people have been made to feel as though they should be afraid to speak, and they're just going to use these characters and these fake stories to make you feel like you should be quiet because you're in danger if you don't, because the establishment will come and shut you down and silence you, and you know. And now you're going to get all this. I put videos out on my other platform explaining to the public, members of the public, that this was going to happen with this character. I explained to members of the public on my channel, not here because YouTube doesn't want people to be critical thinkers. They want you to be like fish and all swim this way and then all swim that way and then all swim this way. But that's why you got people like me who, well, how can I say, real men, the original men, should I say, original men, right? But, you know, I got to apologise, man, because I thought I gave humanity more credit. I gave humankind more credit. I gave our country more credit. I gave the system too much credit, and I gave the people in high-paid jobs and high-paid positions or in higher positions, I gave them credit. I thought that they got where they were because they were intelligent and dedicated. I didn't realise they got to where they got to by being ignorant and complicit and compliant. I didn't know that. I didn't realise that. So getting back to this Andrew Tate character, they're gonna use this character to try to convince you. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to predict how stories go here on this platform. I don't really know, but I predict there'll be some sort of, you know, fake fake murder following the fake arrest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all fake, ladies and gentlemen. It's all fake. Bread and circus for the sleeping masses is nothing more than that. And as time goes on, you can see that you're going to lose control of these people. You're going to lose control of them. You will lose control of the people. And that's when we're going to have problems here in London, ladies and gentlemen, and in the UK. And then it's going to be everywhere. You're going to have problems all over the world because it's something you cannot stop. All right, you can pretend and you can buy more time and you can say, oh, we're getting close to revealing the truth on this, but oh, there's something happening over there. Let's get the cameras over there. It can only go on for so long. You know what I'm saying? It's getting hard to ignore. It's getting harder and harder to ignore. And I know, and I do feel for a lot of you who have in the last few years, you have been convinced to do things, right? I do feel for you. I do feel for you, but I don't really care because, you know, I have to think about my own situation and the result of what happens when you try to speak up. Now, I'll tell you what happened to me. I worked for East London Local Authority during the pandemic, okay? And I lost my job because I didn't want to go along with the narrative. I lost my job because I was questioning the narrative. I lost my job because I was questioning why my manager had come in to work while he had been told to stay home because he was participated in a clinical trial. If you're in a clinical trial and, you know, you've taken medication, and you've been instructed to stay home because you're infectious. You shouldn't really be putting your staff at risk and other members of staff at risk. But because I raised that with the unions and the senior management, the best thing for them to do was to get rid of me. That was the best thing to do, which is great because it creates content and it helps me to make content to show people that the system isn't really there to help you. It's there to just give you stuff, to keep you quiet. It doesn't really want you to speak about what goes on behind closed doors. Local authority, local government, big government. It doesn't really matter. So this is why I thought to myself, well, why would I just sit here quietly? I can clearly see people being played here. I can clearly see, like I said to you before, I gave you guys in this country too much credit. I'm born in this country, but somehow you people older than me know less than me about your own country and about your own system that's playing you. You seem to not get it. You just do not get it. You just I think what they do, just keep going to the telly and they keep going to these household names because you learn to trust them. And then they trick you. They start to speak out. They say everything that you want to say, right? But they make out these people are brave enough to do it because they're given a platform to do it. Next thing, what happens? Oh, he's been arrested. Next thing, oh, they found a bomb attached to his car. Next thing, oh, he's disappeared. We don't know. He's committed suicide. Like, come on, man. Like, they've been using these tactics on your dum-dums for a long, long time. And you people in Britain, I didn't think you was that thick. I didn't think you was that thick. I lost a lot of faith in you all, man. It's a shame. It really is. I lost a lot of faith in you all. I used to have a lot of respect and think that, this is why I lost respect, because senior management thought it was best to silence me rather than deal with the problem at hand. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to be a major problem for this, because it's something that has to be written about and it has to be shared amongst people, because they won't understand exactly how this evil's working against you. And being disguised as keeping you safe, you know what I mean? Don't be confused, don't be tricked, you know what I mean? There are people out there that will tell you the truth. There are, but it's being able to find them, it's being able to locate people, and it's being able to listen to what they're saying and decide whether what they're saying is resonating with you, or are you still in this zombie clown world? Because it seems like that's where they're pushing things. The other thing is, I just want you all to notice, especially you young guys, all right? You're being told by these characters that in order for you to be a man and be free, you need money and you need a Lamborghini and you need to have a Bugatti Chiron and you need to have a house in Dubai and you need to be able to have your own private yacht and all this kind of stuff. This is what the media wants you to think. That's what a man is. That's what the media wants you to think. You can confirm that by how much coverage these people are given. You know what I mean? How comes they're everywhere with cameras following them and documenting everything they say and do? Because it's used to influence you, right? The stupid, impressionable public who think, it's all about money. You're all sold. You're selling out your souls. You know what I mean? Most of you participated in this stuff because you just wanted to get back to your lives. You didn't really care about whether it was going to impact you or anybody else or your family members. You just wanted to get on with your lives. And this is why I don't really have any remorse for those people. A lot of people were tricked into being scared and whatever, but, I don't really have any remorse. I'm moving on. And it's important that as I move on, I drop this kind of content wherever I can, whether it be YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, brand new Tube, Twitter, wherever. It's going all over the place because it's about time people woke up, and it's about time the powers that be realised some of us don't really care about money. We're not really interested in money. We don't really care about that. What we care about is how we care about humanity and the future of humanity and how humanity is treated. You know what I mean? That's what many of us care about. We care about people. We put ourselves at risk for other people. We don't get paid to go up on the stage and pretend that we're representing people. And that's what you'll fall for every single time. You'll fall for the fake characters. You don't realise that people really represent people fighting for your rights. You'll go and kiss the arse of the fake character that all the glitz and glamour. That's what you're drawn to, and that's why many of you deserve what you get, because a A lot of people fighting hard out here, and they're trying to wake you up and trying to connect with you on an intellectual level, but you're dumbed down. You're too dumbed down with your EastEnders and your football and your beer and your page free and all this stuff that's just a low vibration, just keeping you trapped in a third dimension. You know what I mean? So, like, don't fall for it. It's just that simple. Especially, I mean, in this country, how you fall for this character, man? How do you fall for this stuff? I don't understand what's happened. I don't know how you fall for this stuff. But I'm here. I'm here to enlighten you. I'm here to help you if you want help and you want to make sense of what's going on. You know, you need to be very careful who you're selecting to listen to, because there'll always be that person, you know, that's going to appeal to you, and they're going to always use trinkets to lure you that way, because they know you. They know that they can show you, you know, oh, you can have this shiny stuff, and you'll go like magpies. You'll run off and go. But the sad thing is, some people ain't prepared to sell their soul for what they know is going on. Some people are not prepared to sit quietly for what they know is going on. And it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's about that time. I'll be putting more videos up. I'll be putting more content up. It will get more controversial, whether YouTube shuts me down or they don't shut me down. Basically, you've got to learn to navigate yourself through this thing without crossing the partnership programs that are designed to keep you oppressed and stop you from being able to, creatively communicate with your audience and explain to them exactly what the situation is that they're in. So they'll try and tie you up with all this stuff. But like I said before, if I can't do it here, I'll do it elsewhere. This is not about money. This is not about growing the channel into some huge thing that's going to make me a success. It's not about that. It's not that time anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This is about informing people time. This is about taking the correct steps to save your country. Right, because it's going down the pan, because they're telling you they're going to open the borders to China and they've got millions and tens of millions of infected, and they're going to just collapse this. They're going to collapse this country. You're going to just sit there gawping at it, and you're going to go because you can go to work still. It's all right, but you wait and see. You guys, and I won't mind because I know where it's going, but you all won't know because you're going to wonder what happened, what went wrong. You went wrong. You went wrong because you wouldn't listen to the real men in the world. You wanted to listen to the fake men of the world. Yeah? You think those are real people. Is what I'm trying to say. I keep trying to tell you dum-dums. Real people, you think they go around with camera crews recording everything they say. He's like, this stern look, like I'm a man, I'm tough. You know what I mean? Come on, man. It's all bread and circus and a Muppet show for you all. You can't fall for this stuff. They're trying to lure you away from the terrible crimes that are being committed. All right, that's what this is all about. They want you on your eyes on that, running after money like they've always treated. Like, what are you worth? Are you money? You for sale, man? I ain't for sale, mate. I'm not for sale. All right, I can go and get a job anywhere I want, but I'm not interested anymore because society's broken. You got people drinking from the fountain of lies and trying to spout those lies to other people and bringing them down to that level. I'm not interested. I just want the truth out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I care about fellow brother and sister, black, white, whatever color you are, whatever creed you are. I don't care. I'm not into racism. I'm not into gender equality and all this crap. I don't care how many distractions you want to throw out there. They are, when you're dealing with real men of the world, you're wasting your time. You can only use that on the gormless dum-dums of the world, all right? And those weak individuals that will succumb to your evil. I'm not doing it. If I starve to death in the street, I'm not doing it. I will not fall to fear that you're going to be made, they're going to take control of your finances and you won't be able to eat. I'm not going to fall to fear. It's got no legitimacy. That means it's got no legitimacy. None of what's going on has any legitimacy. None of it. Who's got the right to tell people what they should do with their medical, their medical decision? Who's got the right to try to make you feel bad about the decisions No one. It's your choice. Wake up and take your power back and stop being a bunch of what. I'll put some more videos up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. If you have joined me, thank you for those of you who's watched the video so far. As you know, I have to keep putting this content out. You know what I mean? Whether it gets taken down or it doesn't get taken down, I'm not saying that stuff ain't real. I'm not telling you deny stuff. You know what I mean? They want you programmed a certain way. Okay? They want you programmed a certain way. They want to create a culture. And it's up to you if you all want to do that. It's up to you. I don't do it. I'm just a viewer. You know what I mean? I'm a viewer. I look and then I look at what's going on and I'll make my judgment and my assessments and my decisions upon what I see and how things seem to me, not what the television's telling me. All right? And I recommend you all do the same. Thanks again, guys. Hope to see you soon.